To fit Draught Dodgers for double hung windows, there are 5 steps. Firstly, cleaning, then measuring, cutting the Draught Dodgers, fitting them to the window, and finally, fitting the V-seal to the centre joint. Step 1, clean where the Draught Dodgers will be fitted. The bottom beading, the side beading, and the back of the centre joint. I like to use an ISOWIPE, but you might like to use a microfiber cloth with a little detergent. Just make sure that you rinse well and that it's perfectly dry before you start fitting. Step 2 is to measure so that we can then cut the Draught Dodgers the right size to fit this window. We're going to measure across the bottom and then up the sides. Now when we're measuring the sides, we can decide whether we're going to run the side Draught Dodgers just up to the centre here, or if we're going to run them all the way up to the top. Usually running them to the top looks better, but sometimes you might want to just cut them off there. We're up to step 3, which is cutting the Draught Dodgers. We've made our measurements, so now it's just a matter of putting a pencil mark on them and cutting them to length. So we've got the shorter square cut one goes along the bottom. Then we've got the one that's marked red on the end, which goes on the left, and the one that's marked green on the end goes on the right. So let's just mark them to length and we'll cut them on the miter box. I have a hacksaw here with a sharp blade in it, and that's what we're going to use. Now that we've cut the Draught Dodgers, we're up to step 4, which is fitting them. Before fitting them, just make sure that they fit perfectly in place. Okay, this one does, so now we're ready to fit. Peel back a little bit of the liner from each end. I like to use a knife for doing that, just like that. Then we need the fitting packer. You'll notice that it's got a sharp edge at one side, so that's the way we want to use it, like that. And that's just going to poke in the edge of the Draught Dodgers, just like that. So we're going to tack down the end of the Draught Dodger and then move the fitting packer along, put a little bit more liner out, okay, always keeping the Draught Dodger pressed against the fitting packer. Pull a bit more out. Just take your time doing this. Make sure you get it in the right place. Okay, now we've fitted that. The next part is to press it down very hard, and we're pressing down on the thin edge only. Okay, this is an important step to make sure that the adhesive bonds well with the moulding underneath. So that's fitting the bottom. Now we're going to do the same for the sides. Step 5 is to fit the EMV for the centre seal. The EMV has adhesive on the back of one half and not the other. When it's fitted, it's normally bent in a V shape, like that. So that is how it's going to fit here. We just lift the sash, that's going to fit on the back of the sash, like that. So just measure, and with a pair of scissors, cut the length. When this is fitted, when it's like that, it will catch of the latch. Okay, so before fitting it, we need to trim out the part that does not have the adhesive where the latch is. Again, just with scissors, trim there, trim there, and then cut along the line. Now we're ready to fit. Lift up the sash, bend the EMV in a V shape, like that. Take a little bit of the liner off. Like that. And fit on the back of the sash. Just below the top of the sash. Press it on. Keep doing that. Press it on well. Job done. Finally, check that the window operates properly and smoothly, and the installation is then complete.